What is up, you sexy beast, Soulmar Tristan here, and I'm going to be telling you a story when my friends almost left me because of the worst biking ever. This is a pretty comical story, and it's a pretty long one, I'm pretty sure. So, this happened last summer, you guys, and as you may know or may not know, I'm not a very athletic person. I don't really work out that much. I've been trying to, but it's not... You know, it's not my forte, it's not really my thing, I don't really go to the outer net, if you know what I'm saying. So, anyway, I was hanging out with two of my friends, right? And so we're hanging out, and earlier that day we had smoked some weed, so we're like, okay, well, let's do this. And so we started hanging out maybe around 4 p.m. or so. And I was like, alright, well, I haven't really had anything to eat since that time, so just keep that in mind, guys. And so... a little bit later, like towards the night, maybe 9 or 10 o'clock, I don't even know exactly the time frame. This is before we had a car, before we had, you know, anything like that. And so we're like, okay, well, let's go to the movies. Let's go to the movies and do something. Let's watch something fun. So we got on our bikes, yes, bikes, you guys, and we were ready to go to the movies. So we hop on our bikes and we take off, and we're going to the movies, and we're super psyched. We're like, alright, well, what should we see? We should see That's My Boy. And we try to make it to like the 11:45 showing. I don't exactly remember, but we tried to make it to like a late night showing or whatever. So we start biking down there, and about 5-10 minutes later, dude, I am just dying of exhaustion. I am just completely out of energy, just drained of everything you can possibly think of. And I'm just like, wait, hold up, guys. And they're like, come on, bro, we gotta get there. I mean, we have a time frame. And I'm like, come on, we gotta take a little bit of break. They're like, stop being a pussy and come with us. And so I'm like, alright. So, you know, I was trying my hardest, and we're going there. And I swear to God, the entire journey over there was all uphill. There was nothing but hills for like 75% of it, and the remaining 25% was just a downhill slope. And so, you know, we're constantly just going up these hills by these neighborhoods, and it was so dark that I didn't really know exactly which route we were taking to the movie theater, because I knew how to get to the movie theater from the highway, from like driving and stuff, but I did not really know how to get to the movie theater from biking, because he took some weird routes, and I really had no idea where I was going without them. So, you know, eventually, like 5-10 minutes passes again. I'm like, bro, you guys really gotta stop. This uphill thing, it's really driving me insane. You're like, really, you can't ride a bike? Like, this just proves how unathletic you are. And that was partly it, but I'll explain to you at the end that it was mostly the fact that I hadn't had any food that entire day. We just mainly had like water, and that's about it. So I really hadn't had anything to eat since lunch that day. So, you know, I was running on empty, basically, running on fumes. And because I'm a really skinny guy, so I have no fat reservoirs to actually use or utilize or whatever. So, anyway, we actually do end up taking a little break, and they're just like freaking out. They're like, come on, dude, why are you such a pussy? And, you know, you should really be able to do this. And I'm like, alright, well, let's go. I won't stop you guys again. And so we continue. We finally get up the hill, and I literally almost died. They were like 75, 100 feet in front of me. I could barely even see them anymore. But when we got to the downhill section, you know, I was kind of freaking out because we were going this super fast, and I couldn't really, you know, I've never really been that fast on a bike before, because there was this huge downhill section, cars everywhere, and it was pretty sketchy. So, I finally catch up with him, and then we're going downhill, and then it's eventually just going, you know, across some streets, and then we're really close to there, and I end up stopping him like one more time just to be like, okay, guys, just don't leave me, because, you know, I'm just like, I'm going super slow, and I'm really far behind him, and I'm afraid they're gonna leave me because my phone's dead, and it's like 5%, so I had it in airplane mode, so we're like really far away, and they're like really far ahead of me, and it's dark, it's scary. I don't really know exactly where I am because we took the bike route instead of the car route. And so, you know, it's my city though. I could have found my way, I guess, if it came to that. And so we finally end up getting there. We go in and we buy tickets for the late night showing of Madagascar 3. So we're like, alright, well, we'll just buy Madagascar tickets, and then let's just walk into That's My Boy. And That's My Boy is a hilarious movie. There's a bunch of dirty stuff that goes on. It is fucking hilarious. I really love that movie, and I advise watching it at all costs. So, anyway, we buy tickets for Madagascar 3. I get like a large soda or something. Like, I don't even really know what I got. It's like nothing of substance. And so, I don't know what that kind of inhale thing was, but it just sounded kind of weird. Beats me. And so, we finally get into the movie theater. We just walk into That's My Boy, and I got kind of sketched because we're sitting like towards the front because all the, you know, upper seats were taken. And so like the guy walks in with his clipboard. He's like checking stuff. I don't know exactly what they check. Maybe to see that everyone's, you know, okay and everything's going well, I guess. I don't know if the movie's playing well. I really don't know what they go and do in there, because they obviously don't do a head count, because, you know, the head count would have been wrong, and that just seems like a waste of time, people being in the bathroom, you know what I'm saying? So I don't really know what they're doing in there, and, you know, I'm kind of sinking in my seat. I'm kind of freaking out a little bit, and then we're all just kind of paranoid that we're going to be found in this movie. So we're like, okay, well, and then he ends up leaving, so everything was fine, and we're watching the movie, we're laughing, having a great time, everything's going well. And then the fear set in towards the end, where we actually had to leave, and I was like, oh no, no, we're going to have to go back to biking. And so, like I said, I only had that Coke, because I didn't have a lot of money on me at the time, and so I was like, okay, well, I should be able to make it, I'll be fine this time, guys. No, much worse, because the sugar high had came and gone, winky face, before we actually left the movie theater. So we get back on our bikes, and we're leaving the movie theater. Everything's fine, and and so the first part of it was all uphill because it was downhill the last time. So we're like, okay, well, starting off with the worst stuff, and so, you know, we're just riding up hills on top of hills on top of hills, and, you know, through the city and back roads and crap like that, and I'm eventually like, oh my god, you guys, seriously, we gotta stop. I cannot do this. I cannot breathe. You know, there's no way we're gonna make it. They're like, alright, well, you know what? No, we're leaving you. I'm like, no, don't leave me. And so, like, you know, I'm like desperately hopping back on my bike. And, you know, it eventually come to the point where they were so goddamn far away, I had to shout at them. I'm like, stop! And, you know, they, you know, reluctantly stopped for me. And they were super pissed off. They were super mad. And one of our friends had seemed ahead, and we ended up losing him. So he goes way ahead, and so we're going down this road that I've never seen. And, you know, at night everything looks different. So you're like, all right, well. So he goes down this road, and I'm with one of my other friends, and we're like, okay, well, we gotta find him because I don't know where he went. And my friend goes on after him, like, super fast, and I'm like, oh shit. And so I'm trying to go on after him, but, you know, I couldn't keep up with him. So he had to go back and go get the friend, and I'm just waiting there, like, at night, middle of the road. And so there's this random guy, like, talking to us or whatever, like, what are you guys doing out late? And so we're heading back, and we finally get to, like, the main, like, downhill thing. And we finally get back to the downhill, and so we're coasting. I swear to God, going like 30, 40 miles an hour. And the reason I was in the middle of the road instead to the side of the road is because of the sewers. And I did not want to, you know, dip down into a sewer and, you know, lose control of my bike, because you know, I'm not the best at biking, and I feared, because I'm very paranoid, and right, and so because I couldn't see the, you know, storm drains or whatever, I wouldn't know what to expect or what to do. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll just stay in the middle of the road because that's the safest. And so, you know, there's some cars behind me, and I didn't really notice it at the time because, you know, I'm paying attention, looking in front of me. We're going like 30, 40 miles an hour. I don't exactly know, and that was the speed limit, was like 35. And so we're going down this hill, and we had heard like whoop, whoop, and we're like, what the fuck? And so I hear my friends like shouting like go, and we cut through the hospital parking lot, and I didn't really pay attention to exactly what was happening at the time. Like, I heard the whoop, whoop, but I didn't know exactly if we were gonna get pulled over, because we were out past curfew. We were also, I was wearing a helmet, but we didn't have any like reflectors or anything, so we're breaking, you know, several street laws, and also being in the middle of the road is probably frowned upon. So, but I thought I was going fast enough, so this cop was pissed. And so, you know, we ride into the hospital parking lot, and we end up going through, like, this foresty section, and, and so we never got in trouble. And so, like, basically, that's running from the law, I guess. But, I guess, like, I didn't really know at the time what was going on. They're just like, go follow me, and they're, like, freaking out. And I'm like, well, why are you guys freaking out? Because I didn't necessarily hear the, or pay attention cognitively to the whoop whoop. But, now the time I'm like, oh shit, you know, because I was just so out of it at the time. And we finally get back, and I'm freaking out, you know, because I was paranoid this whole time. Because, right, if they left me, I don't have a phone, I don't have someone they can call, you know, I'm not able to call someone, and I'd be in the middle of nowhere, and I would have to bike back regardless, and be, like, super exhausted, and I probably thought I was gonna die. So I end up calling my brother. It's like 12, and he's kind of pissed, but I'm like, bro, can you pick me up? I will pay you, please. So we throw the back. I have to wait like 30 minutes, and so we throw the bike in the back of his car, and we finally get back home where I could just be at ease and safe, because we weren't able to stay at my friend's house. I don't remember why, but yeah, that was pretty much running from the law and a crazy biking story. But the biking back, it was pretty much worse because we had to stop sometimes and they got mad at me, but I don't think it was bad as on the way there. And I really hope you guys did enjoy this story. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch if you guys enjoy live streams and stuff, and subscribe. Have a great day, and remember the fact that I love you.